Hey guys, what's going on? It is Monster Shark Gaming here, and welcome back to the channel. Now, I talked about this during live streams, like every live stream basically, in a couple videos here on YouTube. And it's finally time, people. You can now pick your WWE 2K18 Interactive Universe characters. It has to be everybody that was confirmed has been on the roster so far. I'll tell you everybody who's been taken already. But now's the time. Full roster has now been revealed. They just announced the last 47 characters that are going to be in the game. I'm very disappointed that we won't have Aleister Black or the Hardy Boys right away. They have not confirmed this, but I know for a fact it's going to happen. Aleister Black and the Hardys will be DLC. I'm assuming, well, because Tyler Bates and Pete Dunne have been scanned, so they're going to be DLC, obviously, then. And I also expect Drew McIntyre to be somebody that comes into DLC. They also did not put in, I believe it was four of the cruiserweights that should be in the game, which are, to my knowledge, it was Tony Nese, Arya Daivari, Drew Gulak, and I can never remember his name, Mustafa Ali. I always forget his name, but he's like one of my favorite cruiserweights. I think he's a great performer. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of them that weren't in it, so I'm assuming, you know, maybe they'll put out like a cruiserweight pack or something like that. Hopefully, because, you know, screw Drew Gulak, but everyone else would be pretty good to be in the game. But let's go ahead and get into this. WWE2K18, everybody, you can now pick your characters, but before you do, make sure you listen to everybody that I'm about to read off here is taken already. Before this video even goes up, maybe somebody else will get snatched up. I don't know. A good amount have been picked so far, but of course there's still a lot of great picks left. No women have been taken. No tag teams have been taken. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. One more thing, I'm sorry. Eric Young has been picked. He's one of the people. I'm going to spoil that real quick. By a mod of mine for Twitch. His name's Rage. And he's Eric Young, so I'm going to have... I'm going to have stables. Now, I tried it for 2K17. And it didn't work out the way I wanted to. But with 2K18, I came up with like a new system, and I think it'd be a lot better. I think you guys would enjoy it, where each stable will have a leader. Now, obviously, you know, Rage wants to form Sanity without Sawyer Fulton. Sawyer Fulton is not allowed to join his version of Sanity. But, you know, Killian Dane, Alexander Wolf. You know, and if women are allowed to in Universe mode, because they weren't in 2K17 for some reason, you could not put a woman in a stable with other men in 2K17. I don't know why. Just wasn't allowed. You could do it outside of Universe mode, you just couldn't do it inside of Universe mode. Again, I don't know why. But if you guys end up picking, because you could pick tag teams now as well. That goes into this. So if you guys were to pick Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane, you can pick them together because, you know, they're actually, you know, like they're part of a stable. They're a tag team that you can select. I'll have that like all formatted in my Twitch bio. I'm gonna put this video out, and then I'm also gonna stream. And then after all that's over, then I'm gonna put everybody that's not picked in categories in my Twitch bio. So then you'll be like, all right, this is all the tag teams you can select if you wanted to, or these are the women you can select. The main carders on Raw, main carders on SmackDown, mid carders on Raw, mid carders on SmackDown, and then the NXT crew, and that's how that'll go. So it's a lot easier for you guys to pick your characters and stuff. You know, you don't have to go like, all right, I want AJ Styles. What show is he going to be on? Because it's not going to be like real life where AJ Styles is on SmackDown. AJ Styles is not going to start off the United States Championship in my universe. I did like random tournaments to decide who's going to be all the champions in my universe, which I will also announce all of those and you know, all that. But yeah, I just think you guys are gonna like it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot better than it's ever been, because I've done 3 years of Interactive Universe, 15, 16, and 17 for WWE2K. And now it's going to be time for 2K18 next month. That's crazy. Just over a month away. I can't wait. I really cannot wait. So, again, let's get right into this. Everybody that's been picked for WWE2K18 Universe so far is Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Roode, Seth Rollins, Jinder Mahal, Kane, John Cena, Triple H, Rob Van Dam, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Ultimate Warrior, Edge, AJ Styles, Eric Young, and I picked Sami Zayn for myself. So, after all that's said and done, you guys can now go ahead and pick who you want. Let me know in the comments here. Let me know, you can also let me know in Twitch. You'll have to let me know on PlayStation, wherever it's most convenient for you. As long as, I'll get it, then whatever. As long as I see it, I'll let you know that you got the character too, or if you didn't, because, maybe somebody picked it before you or something, whatever. But it's first come, first serve on characters. So, because Aleister Black's not in the game like I predicted he would be right away, he's going to be DLC. I had him as NXT champion. He was going to be NXT champion, but that's not the case now. I actually have all the champions set for 2K18. And I also have all of their matchups set. So, for NXT, the champion, Roderick Strong, will end up making his first title defense against Eric Young. So that should be pretty damn interesting. I'm also going to talk more about stables in a little bit. Let me just get through this first, because I know I didn't really leave a whole bunch of information yet. For the tag titles, the club, because I'll have all the tag division on Raw and all the women's division on SmackDown. I did it vice versa on 17 and 16. I had it so that it was just men, or tag team was on SmackDown and women were on Raw. Now I have flopped and everything, flip-flopped. So Club versus Usos. Club defending the tag titles. Then Asuka will defend the Women's Championship against Charlotte. Then we got Chris Jericho defending the Intercontinental Championship against Rob Van Dam. Then Bobby Roode defending the United States Championship against Neville. Then Shinsuke Nakamura defending the Universal Championship against Randy Orton. And then Braun Strowman defending the WWE Championship against Baron Corbin. And notice, hold on. There's about almost none of these characters have been picked. We see Rob Van Dam, Bobby Roode, Eric Young, and Shinsuke Nakamura. That's it. Those are the only people that are picked. So that gives you an incentive now, like, oh, if I pick one of these guys, I can either, pick one of the champions to start off as, or I can start off as the number one contender right away. But of course, doesn't mean you're guaranteed like the biggest push or anything, because if you lose that match, then you lose the match. If you're like the contender, you lose the match, then you don't get a rematch, because you lost your title opportunity. We're gonna start off with the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, so there's gonna be all six, all the titles on the line except for the NXT title. We'll do that at the NXT Takeover, and the NXT shows, stuff like that. But we're gonna start off with the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. We'll have the tag titles, women's title, Intercontinental title, US title, Universal title, WWE title. All those titles will be on the line at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and then we'll also do the 30-man Royal Rumble. I guarantee we will have enough people, because the past 2 years we did. And I didn't have 1,760 followers on Twitch like I do this time. I didn't have about 600 subscribers on YouTube like I do this time. So I expect a lot of you guys to come in there. Midnight release. I pre-ordered the deluxe edition. midnight release, October 12th, 11:59 p.m. Be in my stream. If you are not familiar with my Twitch, it's right there in the description. Now, I'm going to go ahead and touch up a little bit on stables. And first of all, picking a tag team, if you want the New Day, you're going to have to clarify which 2 members of the New Day do you want. You can't have an entire stable. You can have a tag team. You can have 2 people in a tag team. You can't just go ahead and say, oh, I want John Cena and Neville as a tag. No, it has to be a real tag team. And, there's some controversy with like, oh, DIY is not a tag team anymore. American Alpha is not a tag team anymore. Enzo and Big Cass aren't a tag team anymore. I'm going to go ahead and say Enzo and Big Cass are not going to be a tag team in my interactive universe. But I'll say, just because the fact that they both have like legitimate angles going on right now. Like they both have legitimate singles competition, like singles runs right now. Enzo on 205 Live. Big Cass just got hurt, but he was on his way to one. Chad Gable, they're still trying to figure out something. They're putting him with Shelton Benjamin at the moment. Jason Jordan is doing his own weird thing on Raw. Being Kurt Angle's son and all. Yeah, and the DIY, we haven't seen Tommaso Ciampa have a singles run because he got hurt right after TakeOver. Like training and stuff. But we've seen Gargano. So I'll allow DIY in American Alpha, but Enzo and Big Cass, they're split. They're not going to be a tag team in my interactive universe. If you have any more questions about tag teams, let me know. You cannot pick anybody that's going to be like a guaranteed DLC character. When that time comes, I'll let you know how you can switch over to one of those characters if you really want to. Or one of those tag teams, because, Hardy Boy's going to be in there. But yeah, that's how that works. But with stables, like I said, there's going to be a stables. What the hell am I trying to say? What the hell was I just saying? Anyway, I do want to interrupt myself real quick, I guess. Akira Tozawa actually was just picked during the making of this video. So that's another person you can't pick. So, with stables, there's going to be a stable leader, like the leader of the stable. I don't know how to simplify that anymore, but, like for Sanity, again, for example, Eric Young, he's going to be the stable leader. Doesn't matter if, one of my mods picked Alexander Wolf or some random 12-year-old kid. Not that I have anything against 12-year-old kids. Like, whatever. I don't care how old you are. I'm just using this as an example. If some 12-year-old kid came in and picked Eric Young, I mean, yeah, Eric Young is the stable leader. It depends on the characters you pick, but it also depends on how you guys feel about it. So, if you have the New Day, if you guys form the stable of the New Day, someone picks the New Day, like Xavier Woods and Big E as a tag team, and someone picks Kofi Kingston by themselves, then Kofi will be the stable leader. Because the person that has the tag team, like, it wouldn't make sense for the tag team to run the stable over the singles competitor. Doesn't in my eyes, at least, but yeah, let's say, like, you form a stable of 3 completely random people. Something I was talking about on the stream recently. If you had Roderick Strong, Akira Tozawa, and Jack Gallagher, just 3 random people that are confirmed for the game. Those 3 random people, you guys would have to decide amongst yourselves who the stable leader is. Let's say all of you want to be the stable leader. I will literally pick a number out of a hat. If that's the case, I'll be like, all right, Roderick, you're number 1, Gallagher, you're number 2, and Tozawa, you're number 3, or whoever I said. And then, let's say I pull out 2. It's like, oh, Jack Gallagher is the leader of the stable. And then you have to distribute roles. Now, I'm giving you guys a little more control, and I want to see how I like this. I may not continue with this part, but this is a test right now. Is that the stable leader gets to choose what everybody goes after. So, in the stable, let's say, for example, like with Sanity, let's say Sanity forms. Eric Young would then tell, it could be all like Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf, you're going after the tag titles. I'm going to go after the world championship. And then, you have the woman. Obviously, the woman in the group would go after the women's championship then. Now, if you form a stable and you're all in NXT, if you're all in NXT in the stable, or if the majority of you are in NXT, you will be in NXT stable. And how I'm doing NXT is going to be basically the same as 2K17 that I've been doing. And there's only one championship. That's the NXT championship. That is the one title down there. Your goal as an NXT stable is to dominate, and you're supposed to make your leader look good. The leader will be going after the championship. The other people in the stable, you can, whatever. You'll just have random matches. I'll put you in random matches. I'll put you with your leader. Make sure you're by his side and all that. But your main priority is to make your leader look good, basically. And if your stable ends up getting enough points, how I do a point system, I don't know if I'm going to change I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. But if you guys get enough points, my dogs are going crazy. Sorry about that. If you get enough points, you can go out to the main roster. And then you guys can distribute, like, oh, you're going after tag titles, you're going after the Intercontinental Championship, I'm going after the World Championship, or if I'm going after the United States Championship, and then you're going after the WWE title. Like, that's how it'll work, basically. But yeah, that's. I think that just about sums it up. I really want to see who you guys pick. I really, really want this to be a big thing, because it kind of died down at one point. Like yesterday, we had an awesome stream yesterday. We had like 22 people at one point, and you think like 22 people might not be so much for someone that has over 1,700 followers, but it really died down when Twitch turned off notifications, like for everybody. Like for some of you, you'd be like, why aren't you live on Twitch? Like some people will come in and be like, hey, why haven't I got notifications? Because Twitch turned off automatic notifications. You have to manually set notifications for a Twitch streamer every single time you follow them. It doesn't automatically turn on notifications for them. It's ridiculous, and that screwed me hard. There's so many viewers that I've lost because of it. It really sucks, but we're starting to climb back up. I'm really thinking. I think it's going to work out this time. I think this is going to be the year. I think this is going to be the year my Twitch channel blows up. My YouTube channel, probably not. I keep thinking that every year. YouTube channel's dead, has always been dead, unless I talk about WWE2K18. Like if I'm talking about like the new WWE game news, kind of like I get some bump on views. If I talk about like the new UFC game before it comes out, explosions. Like the one video I put out like a couple weeks ago, it's got like 5,000 views. It's like my fastest growing video of all time. It's nuts. But that's it basically, guys. Kind of a long video to describe. I accidentally exited the match. I want to do rematch so that you guys have something better to look at while I'm talking to you, instead of me just going around the menu, because it'll just look super. It already looks unprofessional, but it's gonna look even more unprofessional if I like go into the match and I set it up and then you guys are waiting through the waiting screens with me, and I don't know, it'd just be weird. But yeah, that's it. Make sure you select your WWE2K18 Interactive Universe Superstar, woman or tag team, and if you want to try to form a stable with each other in the comments. Like if you see somebody like, somebody picks the Undertaker, you'd be like, hey, I think my Baron Corbin and your Undertaker, I think we could be a good tag team. Or you'd be like, I think we could be a good stable if you, me, and then we can get this other guy to join. Like start planning out stuff, and then I need to be able to get confirmation from all of you that you want to do that. Not just one of you say like, oh, me and Super Dude 444 want to do this. Like I need you and Super Dude 444 to confirm this to me, both of you. Everybody that's involved, I need confirmation from all of you, so then not one of you just comes in and be like, why is my Undertaker tag team with Baron Corbin all the time? That's ridiculous. I didn't want this. There's crazy people out there. But yeah, that's it. I promise. That's it. I said that like 3 times now. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you hit that follow button if you haven't already. Actually, like button, because I'm so used to streaming now. I don't use YouTube as much anymore. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that follow button on my Twitch channel. There you go. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter for more updates, to have notifications on there as well. I think my Discord's in the description. I can't remember exactly, but I think I put my Discord in the description. So if you want to join my Discord, sometimes I give you guys in Discord secret sneak peeks at certain stuff that nobody else gets to see. So that's really cool. And that's actually the best way to, if you want to like converse with me on a regular basis, that's cool too. And I'm also actually a moderator for Chris Danker. You know, Dankops, you guys should know. If you're watching this video, you should know who the hell Dankops is. You know, Chris Danker entrusted me to be a mod for his Twitch channel about almost 2 years ago for a charity live stream. I have been since then. They're having another one in November, and I actually might get the company I work for to sponsor them. That might be sweet. But I'm also now a moderator for Chris's Discord chat. So if you guys see me in there, don't be afraid to say hi or whatever. And if you want to join my server on Discord, of course, like I said, I think it's in the description. If it's not, let me know, and I'll put it on Twitter somewhere so you guys can all see it. But again, do all that good stuff. Pick your character. Do it, do it, do it. I want as many characters as possible. I want to be able to do that 30-man Royal Rumble, plus have those 6 championship matches before the Royal Rumble match on that Royal Rumble pay-per-view. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.